What's good, everybody? What's good, everybody? Wigmate 912 in your area. We're back with another one. I'm gonna just make sure everything's good. If you can hear just fine, let me know. Let me know. Somebody let me know something in the chat. Somebody let me know something in the chat, man. If y'all can hear just fine, if y'all can hear my voice just fine, let me know something. Much love to everybody, though. We about to get started real soon. We'll give people enough time to scroll down their YouTube, see that ears to the streets. Come on in and rock with me. And yeah, I know. I'm a little late. I know this. I know I'm a little late. I know this. I overslept, y'all. I got off early today. I called myself. I said I'm gonna get me a little nap, and then I'm gonna do a live. I seen the homie Kwame was going live at 5:20. I said I gotta beat him before he go live, so I can be in his live and kick it with him or whatever and have some fun. I already know he got some weapons on the menu, but I got up late, so I'm gonna do it anyway. It is what it is. The people that's rocking with me gonna rock with me, and we're gonna get more into this Takeoff situation. It's been a couple of months since Takeoff has passed away. We had the big mystery of pretty much who did it. A lot of people played the game Clue when it came to Takeoff's death. We really didn't know what was the cause. I mean, well, we knew what the cause was, but we were trying to figure out what transpired. And through all the rumors and stuff like that, we were hearing about it was a backdoor thing. Everybody was wondering why would they be shooting dice. We heard about a young man named Young Cam or Cam from Billboard or something like that. And we heard about him being involved in shooting Takeoff, and then we found out that wasn't necessarily true because he wasn't the one that got charged in the murder. Now, he did get charged with a gun charge. The gun charge he already had in California. But he never was charged for the actual shooting. The guy that got charged for the actual shooting, they ended up having him on camera. They seen him shooting wildly while he had a champagne bottle in his hand. So that tells you he wasn't a professional security. But he was one of the many guys that was appointed to watching the back of Takeoff and Quavo that very night. And the reason I'm giving y'all all this breakdown is because that's what we're getting into today. We're getting into more talk about that situation because of the one fact that Jay Prince, if y'all don't know who Jay Prince is, he's the hip hop mogul, Rap-A-Lot Records. He's pretty much the guy that broke the doors open for the South when it came to A&R. The hip hop industry in the South. A lot of people say he runs Houston. I don't believe that, but I know he has a big part of Houston behind him. He gets a lot of respect in Houston. He gets a lot of respect around the industry, not as much as he used to. Because lately, cats been realizing that this dude ain't who he say he is, and I'm realizing that too. I'm not a rapper. I'm not nobody important, but if you just looking from the outside, hey, Amelia Dixon, salute J Free, G Mac, Iceberg Thought. If you realize, when you look at it now, you're starting to realize this guy doesn't move like how he claims he moves. He moves more like a clout chaser now. I think he's been around these young dudes too long to. At this point in time in his career, he's starting to move like a clout chaser. Everything he sees, he's trying to get up under and trying to get a name off of, and then try to turn around and say, "Well, I got this resume. Y'all can't tell me nothing." We see how he tried to play NBA YoungBoy. He had the man house broken into, and then tried to play this big homie role. Like, yeah, I got all your stuff back, homeboy. You can come and get your stuff now. And then like, man, you can keep that stuff back. As soon as this man moved to Houston, all of a sudden his house get broken in, and all of a sudden Jay Prince all of a sudden know the little homies that did it, and he tried to act like he's just some super boss that can get all your stuff back. Whenever your house get broken into. Yeah, he's really been bamboozling a lot of people in the game, and it's a lot of things that he said that I want to go over in this video. I'm gonna pull up the video. I uploaded the video earlier. I'm not sure how many of y'all seen it. It's 11 minutes. I'm gonna play it real quick before I really get into the rest of the expounding over the Dallas versus game interview. I think there's a lot of important things that he said without even realizing he was saying it. He actually sent out, I'll say it's subliminal threat when it comes to the third member of, well, he could be the first or the third. I don't know, all of them equal. But when it comes to Offset, he had a lot of nice things to say about Quavo. He had nice things to say about Takeoff. But when it came to Offset, he's saying that he heard some things through the grapevine, and he just feels some type of way about Offset for some reason. I don't know what the whole deal is. But how can you have all this love for them as a group, then turn around and be so disrespectful when it comes to one of the members of the group? And then he's sitting here talking about all this peace. Then turn around and pretty much just try to threaten this man on a live podcast. It's very contradicted, man. You know what I'm saying? 1 minute you're a gangster, 1 minute you're a peacemaker. So let me pull up the video that I did a little earlier. Show y'all that video before we get too far, before we get started. I'm gonna show y'all that video. We're gonna start off right there, and then we're gonna go into how he just tried to bring up the whole snitch thing. He's acting like a 90s baby. Now he's out here trying to expose snitching. How you gonna expose somebody and claim that they're snitching when it's their family member that got killed? You want them to sit there and act like they didn't know that their family member got killed? They're not supposed to give them a report, especially when they're the one that felt like they were defending that family member. Your family member, remember, he wanted to act like he ain't had nothing to do with it. He didn't know nothing about it. So you want to play this gangster in the street role. Even though you've been a millionaire for over 20 years, you still want to try to act like you're still in the street. But before I get too deep into that, let's just go ahead and play this video that I did earlier today, and I'm gonna come back to the rest of the video, and we'll go from there. I appreciate everybody that's sitting here. Make sure you hit the like button. All right, I don't have to tell you to this because this is my own video. There we go.
Yo, what's good? Wigmade 912 is to the streets TV in your area. I appreciate y'all for pulling up on me. Prince, man, he pulled up on the him and Jay Prince Jr. and his brother Mike Prince, who actually was there at the passing of Takeoff, R.I.P. to Takeoff. So they came up on the show, man, and I'll give my opinion about it on the live. I'm gonna do a full live talking about expounding over this whole interview. But for right now, it's like this man was doing a whole bunch of talking about positive stuff and how much love he had for the Migos, how much love he got for Takeoff, how much love he got for Quavo. But when it come to Offset, he felt like he was hearing some kind of, you know, rumors. He's saying because he got ears out there in the streets. So somebody done told him something about Offset. For some reason, he ain't got the kind of love for Offset like he got for Quavo and Takeoff. And it kind of sounded like he was threatening the man at the end of this interview. So y'all let me know what y'all think. I'm gonna come back after it's done and tell you my opinion about it. But you know, Jay Prince, he got some weird ways, man. He got some weird ways. And you know, he's supposed to be the OG man, but he definitely has some immature ways, if you ask me. But check out what he had to say, and then I'm gonna come back with my opinion after that.
To the homie Quavo, ain't nothing changed where my love is concerned, where Quavo is concerned. So, you know, there's gonna come a day, there's gonna come a time that everything he's saying, Quavo gonna have the opportunity to bear witness that this is the truth. You know what I mean? This is how it went down, and from A to Z. I look forward to seeing that day. But even more important than that, you know, like I told him the last time I saw him, you know what I mean? It's love here. You know, it's love here. And I look forward to that coming back together soon. But it's Offset, dude. I ain't gonna leave him out.
Now, as y'all can see, he had good words to say about Quavo. But when he just said this Offset dude, like, hey, you acting like you don't even know the dude now. Like he just off brand, like wow. And this kind of came at the same time while the Grammys just went down, and we seen that the allegations of Offset and Quavo had some kind of backstage dispute. But then all of a sudden now he's coming with the perfect timing of them furthering kind of like taking advantage of the divide.
You know, I'm just real like this, you know, because, you know, they be throwing rocks and hiding their hand, right? They be throwing rocks and hiding their hand. And I don't like them kind of individuals, you know, and the truth of the matter is, you know, one can dance and different things in front of these different cameras and all that kind of shit. And when reality, the truth of the matter is, you know, you wasn't really right there with Takeoff when he was alive. You know what I mean? So,
nah, that's cold. That's cold. You got a nerve to come at this man that's been with this man his whole life. And yeah, they had a little falling out before Takeoff passed. But we all know we might be mad at our brother for maybe a year, maybe two. You know what I'm saying? We might have our fights with our brothers or whatever. But that don't mean they wasn't gonna never talk again and all that. And you got a nerve to speak on a personal situation like you know this man like that. Bro, you out of line. You way out of line.
So for you to be taking these positions that you taking, you know what I mean? And I got people everywhere, so I hear all kinds of things. I'm gonna just say this to you. Don't never put me in no position where, you know, I have to defend myself. You know what I mean? That wouldn't be healthy for you. And
wow. So whatever you heard on the back end through some rumors or whatever, here you come on a live podcast, millions of viewers, and send out this subliminal threat or pretty much the same thing you tried to come up here and tell about another person snitching. You're pretty much snitching yourself like, oh, you threatened me, so don't ever put me out there like where I have to defend myself. Like, come on, bro. You got your own island. So you telling me that you would feel at threat, some kind of threat from this man between what transpired between over this time of this falling out of the death of his brother. And to the point where you speaking on this like that, and you supposed to be the OG. Over the years, over the probably past 5 to 10 years, Jay Prince has lost so much credibility. Now you ain't losing no money. Of course, you still rich. You still did what you did. But your qualifications of just a wise man are out the window. This man is exposing himself.
You know, I have to say that. I hate, but it's $1 million worth of game. You know what I mean? It's $1 million worth of game, and I'm gonna give it to him.
I disagree. I think that was 20 cents worth of garbage. The worst game you could have ever gave. To sit here and disrespect somebody that's been a brother to somebody, made a whole career, made itself made a relationship that's been going on for years, compared to a little falling out, and you got a nerve to speak on that falling out. So I totally understood Offset's position when he made this video right here.
Conversation. You know what I'm talking about? All that internet games. Y'all niggas speaking on my real brother. On my real brother. I don't know what y'all niggas got. What the fuck y'all niggas got going on? Y'all niggas speaking on my real brother. How dare one of y'all niggas even speak on me and Tate relationship, nigga? I don't know you niggas from a can of paint, nigga. Y'all niggas don't know how me and my brother rock, nigga. You trying to clear your face, nigga. This your 5th interview, nigga. You done did about my brother, nigga. You ain't think about his mama. You ain't think about the family, nigga. We ain't said nothing. Ain't nobody said nothing but you niggas. You niggas, man, who y'all niggas think y'all nigga is? John got it, nigga. Ain't nobody going for none of that, bro. I ain't studying none of that shit y'all niggas talking about either. And if you heard something from me, I'ma tell you it's gonna come from me. Call my phone. Y'all niggas going off of he say, she say. Then y'all niggas supposed to be this is who y'all supposed to be. And y'all nigga on interviews and it out on the interview. Talking about I said that nigga call my phone, homie. You call my phone, we'll have a conversation. You know what I'm talking about? All that plant internet.
No, I agree there 100%. 100%. I'm not an Offset fan. None of that. That's just man talk. You going on a live interview talking about what you heard somebody said, what you heard, and making it like it's some kind of threat, like trying to, you know what I'm saying, all this power and all this, like, bro, this is just a bad look. I'm glad Wallow and Gilly had this interview, because I felt like they asked the real questions, and they had to sit there with a straight face and act like they was buying that weapon. But I can tell they wasn't buying it. Anybody that got a brain wasn't buying it. But I don't want to tell y'all what to think. R.I.P. to Takeoff. Sad situation. And it's like peeling the scab back. Like this, the scab, the wound was healing of, you know, losing a talent like this guy. You know, I'm pretty sure to the family it was kind of healing a little bit, but to see somebody go public and do all this extra for no apparent reason, we can't see. We don't know the motivation that he has behind this, but I guarantee it's justification to back up the guy that they want to back up, which is the DJ Pat dude who is charged with the murder. If it was an accident, it was an accident. But you out here trying to make a dude seem like a snitch and all that because he covered himself with telling the truth to the detectives about what happened when they already got it on video. And now you want to try to do like this kind of blackball thing or try to get the public's opinion in this hood kind of mentality way. it's just pathetic coming from an icon like Jay Prince. And that's just my opinion. Y'all tell me what y'all think in the comments. It's just sad that we think that, you know, a guy like Jay Prince is, you know, a role model and stuff like that, and then he come out here with this.
Yeah.
Now, y'all, that's the vid. Hold on. Let me get rid of the echo. Where's it coming from?
Okay, y'all, that's the video I made. I made that video last night. After I saw the $1,000,000 Worth of Game podcast. And that's how I felt last night. I actually had a couple of more that I was gonna expound on, but I might as well just go through it right now as we got the whole video. Cause there's a lot of things on here that I felt like, man, this so cap. This guy here, like you always talking this unity stuff, you always talking this boss stuff and everything like that. But every time I turn around, you out here trying to act like one of these young guys. You out here with the same mentality as a 20-year-old.
He stated that he's seen the two males.
Because what he got right here is, and I'm going to show this part real quick before I get into the actual video. And we'll probably see this part also in the video. But what he's trying to do right here is he's trying to bring paperwork to the Gillian Wallow show. Like, hey, I know y'all guys in Atlanta are messing with this dude, but this dude here is a snitch. This dude here's a snitch. His brother just got shot right in front of him by one of y'all guys, and he the one that had to react to the situation. So you're telling me this man was not supposed to protect himself? This is how dumb these street shit is, and this is why I got out of the streets, y'all, because they want you to have one of your family members get killed. They don't want to do anything about it. Walk right past his body, say, oh, I ain't got nothing to do with it, all this crap like that. Then when the police come and ask you, hey, why did you start shooting at this dude? You supposed to lie and say, oh, I'm a street nigga. I ain't going to tell y'all nothing. I'm just going to go to jail and sit in jail while my family's starving and all this stuff like this because I'm a street nigga. I'm a street dude. I don't talk to nobody. He's supposed to sit in jail and rot. Why the dude that actually shot him, you see the difference. You see the difference. The guy that's supposed to be Takeoff's younger brother that swung the first punch, which kind of triggered the whole shooting, he went and made his statement. And guess what, y'all? He free right now. He could go home, take care of his kids, kiss his wife, kiss his girlfriend, whatever. The dude that tried to keep it all street, tried to keep it in the street, the guy that they got arrested, where he's at? He's on house arrest, got to live with his parents, living in fear. Why? Because he kept his mouth closed. And he's supposed to get the respect of the Prince family now because he kept his mouth closed and let the police come and arrest him. Now he's the only one charged because he didn't come up there and give his account of what happened. Which his account wouldn't have made no difference because you're sitting there with a liquor bottle while you're shooting. Now we're gonna hear Jay Prince say some really stupid ass shit. We're gonna hear him talking about, oh yeah, man, you need to hire a professional shooter. You shouldn't be letting these dummies out here that can't think. Well, the dummy that you hired to protect these $1 million artists, yeah, the dummies that's part of your squad, they're sitting there drinking liquor while they're supposed to be protecting the talent. So it's very contradicting if y'all listen to what this dummy is going to have to say. But y'all know I'm going to break them down. Y'all know I'm going to break them down. But listen to this part right here where he's so-called trying to break out this paperwork. He hate when Whack 100 bring out that paperwork and tell about all his closed documents, all the snitching and stuff that all the Fed work that he's been doing over the years. But he is trying to bring some documents and try to paint the guy out like a snitch because he covered his own ass.
at the scene. He stated that he's seen the two males weapon at the scene. He stated that he's seen the two males he had identified as Joshua and Watkins throughout the evening, that he had seen them with guns. He believed that Joshua said something and began pulling the gun, so he reached and punched him. He thought that males were about to try and rob Quavo.
Now, we can just stop right there. And let me just explain that little piece how I feel about that bullshit. Now, clearly, this Bland dude and gave a police report that he seen these two guys with guns earlier. But these the same two guys that he decided he was going to punch with his gun out and hit them with a gun. What do you think going to happen? You know.
Appreciate your iceberg thoughts. I had to start yapping my mouth. But as y'all can see in this, that's who he's talking about. The guy that's clutching his gun right there. That was Quavo and Takeoff's homeboy. He's the one that came there with them. He's the one that's been watching they back all night and everything. He was the one that was paying attention. So while they was arguing, he's watching these little slick jokers. These little slick jokers that he's seen all night with guns. They shouldn't have no guns. Why you got your homeboys coming in here with guns? You know we ain't got no guns. Your little homies, these little niggas shouldn't even be around me. I'm a millionaire. I got them hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of jewelry. We ain't even inside the event, the venue no more. So nobody should be close to me. Period. And like he's having to tell them, man, I don't play like that. He see that this ain't no play situation. Yeah, if somebody watching my back, I want you to watch my back. You see somebody getting too close to me and they got a gun, hey, you go ahead and bust their head and we'll ask questions later. So yeah, the situation might have started off because of him. And we're going to hear Jay Prince sit there and try to use that the whole time, try to act like it was this man's fault the whole time without taking no credibility for the guys that he just brought along to an event that should have been full of bosses. You're supposed to be mob ties, right? You're supposed to be a movement of bosses, tied, entanglement, some crap that he done made up. But he's supposed to be the mob tie boss, but you're not making boss moves because you don't have all bosses with you. You got little niggas with guns out of the Fifth Ward hanging around millionaires. You sloppy, bro. You got a person that's supposed to be protecting the money. He's supposed to be protecting the bag, and you got this dude around here drinking champagne while he's supposed to be protecting the guests. Now, one time in this interview, is this man gonna take any accountability for the sloppiness of the people that he hired that's supposed to be watching his guests back? Since you love them so much, you got their back so much. Now we're gonna break down this interview. I'm gonna skip through it a little bit. It's an hour long, but definitely we're not gonna listen to word for word. But there was a lot of key points. And salute to Wallow and Gilly. A lot of people are mad at them for even interviewing these wabbits, for even having them on there, because this definitely was a wabbit race. I say a wabbit race because both of them was clout chasing. Both of them was trying to get recognition and they was trying to get clout off of Takeoff's death, continuously. Because people haven't really been talking about the whole Takeoff situation in a couple of months, right? The internet died down. It was 1 minute when you went on the internet, you couldn't see nothing but Takeoff talk. Now all of a sudden, people that stopped talking about it, they done let it die down. They let it die down. You know, the womb. I ain't gonna say the womb is healed because I know the mother, the loved ones, and everything. They still have to think about it. But a little scab that kind of came over the womb where people are not so shocked no more. The family problems calmed down a little bit. It wasn't until we seen Quavo do the tribute to Offset at the Grammy Awards. And it wasn't until we heard the news about Quavo and Offset getting into a backstage. They say it was a fight. They say it was I don't believe it was a fist fight. It might have was an argument. It might have was just, man, I don't fuck with you, or you know what I'm saying, something like that. I don't believe it was a fist fight. I think people are exaggerating. But it was something. So they didn't perform together. They had their little, discrepancy. And here you is got dudes that are trying to take advantage of the hotness of that situation. They piggyback right along with that situation. Ain't it a coincidence that they put this out immediately after the whole Grammy situation? Nobody was thinking about this situation. Nobody asked Jay Prince what he thought about the situation. Because when we wanted to know what he thought about the situation, is my mic still acting up? Can y'all not hear me? Mic check. My mic still acting up? Y'all not hear me? Oh, okay. No, we're good. When we wanted to hear his opinion when it first happened, he was quiet as a mouse. Oh, nobody can't hide behind me, and this and that, this and that, this and that. Now all of a sudden he know every damn thing. This man was talking like he was actually there. Now let's listen to him. Fair use, fair use. Let me turn on some music real quick.
Oh yeah.
Hold on. First and foremost, man. Shout out to his family. Shout out
To the whole QC.
to the whole QC, to all his loved ones.
Now, as you can notice, this thing is 46 seconds into the show. They already talking about shout out to QC, shout out to Quavo, shout out to Offset and his family and all that. They know this episode was clearly supposed to only be about pretty much the Takeoff situation. They ain't got no artists with no music coming out. They coming to talk about. They ain't talking about just the history of anything. Look, Tamika, they ain't talking about nothing. They came on here to strictly talk about this Takeoff situation. Strictly to get his wabbit on. That's strictly what Jay Prince and his brother and his son came to do. Came to commit wabbitry. Came to steer a narrative. That's the only purpose of this interview, is to steer a narrative. The narrative is everybody should be pointing the finger at Migo Bands. Migo Bands is the younger brother of Takeoff. He's the big guy that was in the video, and they showed the video. I just showed y'all the video of the guy that was clutching on the gun. He was the guy that made the first initial punch. If y'all was there when I did the first breakdown of what I felt like was going on in the situation, I said whoever made that punch, they was the one that set it off. But either they punched him trying to make a distraction. But remember, I said I felt like somebody was trying to rob somebody. I felt like one of them guys felt like they was about to be robbed, and that's when they popped it off. I said that. Y'all can go back and go check out my video of what I said. So this man felt like y'all was about to, these young guys that was sitting here with guns all day. Now all of a sudden they done started an argument And in the mix of all the arguing and stuff, you see somebody reaching for their gun and acting funny. What is this man supposed to do? But you got Jay Prince there trying to act like, nah, the man did. He started everything. Nobody should be paying attention to the dude that was shooting with a champagne bottle in his hand. Nobody should be paying attention to you when you're supposed to be the guy that set up the people who's supposed to be protecting Quavo and Offset. And the guys that you say to protect them, they can't even stay professional for a venue. Because me, if I'm a millionaire or a rapper or actor or something like that, and I got security, I don't want my security to get drunk. Y'all need to stay sober. I'm gonna be doing the drinking, I'm gonna be doing the smoking, I get fucked up, y'all stay sober. I need y'all eyes and antennas, you know what I'm saying, on the prize. Salute Annie Johnson. But listen to this wabbitry. I just want to point that out, y'all. It was wabbitry from the beginning.
I mean, we want to show our respects on that aspect first. You know, when I got the call from you, you know, OG, you know, we was a little reluctant to do the interview because, you know.
Now, y'all hear him. He said when he got the call from him, they didn't call you, said, hey, can you come up here and let us interview you? Y'all are doing damage control, excuse me. They're doing damage control. You call $1 million worth of gang, Gilly and Wallow. We try to come up here and steer a narrative. This man brought paperwork, as y'all can see. Look out the door, that's right there. We're going to get into the paperwork that he brought up there. He wanted Wallow Gilly to read the paperwork. He wanted them to participate in this whole, you a snitch. Now let's count to the snitches. Snitches get stitches and all that stuff like that. We don't want to hear that bullshit. That man ain't out here trying to act like he's some kind of street nigga or something like that. He's not a rapper. He's not held to the street code. How old is Jay Prince? He's about a 60-year-old man. Still out here acting like he in his 20s. You millions of dollars up, probably at a billionaire status damn near. You got your own island. And you still out here trying to act like you a street thug. It's sad.
Somebody lost their life, you know, it's a sensitive situation. So, you know, we talked, and then when you alerted me that you had sat down with, you know, P and QC, and, you know, everybody saw things eye to eye, and, you know, that really had.
So he's the one bringing all this stuff to the light. Oh, I sat down with QC. I sat down with Quavo. We all see eye to eye. They ain't said none of that. We ain't heard none of that from nobody but you. So just like how Offset said, ain't nobody saying nothing but y'all niggas. You supposed to be so hood, so street, so all this stuff. Ain't nobody talking but y'all wabbit. Y'all the only ones talking. What happened to just shutting up, letting them people do their job? Okay, if Migo Bears told, if he went and made statements about what happened, what they got to do with you? You wasn't even there. This man wasn't even there, y'all. Subliminal for, if a nigga trying to extort you, cooperate. And this type of stuff won't happen. I just unlocked the nigga code for y'all, the street code. This is disrespectful. This is mob talk. This is just like John Gotti coming up and telling you about somebody they killed. And like, yeah, I think he wanted to take a swim with the fishes. You know what I mean? That's what this is like. Pretty much saying, you know, just cooperate. Or this could be you. But, hey, you just sunk your whole business. The feds ain't gonna investigate him because he is the feds.
At night, you know what I mean? I mean, and that's what's important.
That's the only thing that's important.
Yeah.
Making it home at night.
And I want to say this, man, like, we some extraordinary people, man. We doing some extraordinary things out here.
And they're right. And I ain't even gonna go no further. Cause I ain't, you know, they got their opinions. If y'all want to go check that out, that's $1 Million Worth of Game. You can hear that whole interview. But I played pretty much the meatballs, the meat of it. Like I say, they came on there pretty much to talk about one thing and one thing only. Something that shouldn't be talked about to this open investigation. When he had his opportunity to talk about it, when everybody wanted to know about, hey, what's going on, or whatever, I'm pretty sure he made the motherfuckers come straight to his house and tell them exactly what was going on. And they probably was like, and he probably was like, yeah, daddy, told his daddy everything that really, really happened behind closed doors. That's why he came out talking about, oh yeah, y'all ain't gonna be hiding behind me and all that crazy stuff that he was talking about. But now he want to come up over here and act like he was there. But he was quick to say, I was at my house sleeping. Okay, why are you here now then? But y'all, I dropped the link just in case anybody wanted to come up and, you know, give an opinion about this Wabbitches. It's sad though, man, that the talent that's really in our country, man, and you come to a place like Houston and you got to worry about a dude like Jay Prince Jr. pulling up with 50 of his goons, telling you if you don't skin down that you're gonna have to, you know, that you might have some problems. It kind of make me wonder if he gave a certain price out there and Quavo was like, man, you got me fucked up. And then they dropped the price. All right, come on out here then. You can't trust these niggas, man. You can't trust these niggas. They be your own people. Now, as y'all can see, he came out here and really tried to justify probably why they're going to be at the defense of the guy who took Takeoff's life. Because their argument is going to be it's not his fault that he started shooting. He's going to start shooting because one of the people there got hit with a gun. But he really didn't get hit with a gun. Because the police would have arrested him if he would have assaulted that man with a gun. Think about it. If that's how it started out, the police would have arrested him for assaulting that man with a gun. Regardless if he felt like that man was about to rob somebody, he didn't pull no gun. They said there's no evidence that the guy that they were shooting at had shot any shots. But they did have evidence of him having a gun. That's why they arrested him. He shouldn't have had a gun. He's an ex-con. Now, of course, nobody's going to know that he's an ex-con, but why would you have this guy all night with a gun? Now, I can see if he pulled up on the scene at the end of the night. But all night, this guy on the scene with a gun. To the point where the dude that's here to protect me has to notice that this dude got a gun. That man didn't address not one time why DJ Pat, who is a known person that does part-time security, because what a lot of people don't know about DJ Pat, he had an incident a couple of years back where he beat a murder charge. It was the same kind of incident. The club that he was DJing at, a shootout broke out, and he ended up killing a man. He fought the case, and he ended up getting found innocent on the grounds of self-defense. So in the hood, that gives you the credibility as a shooter. You done killed somebody and you got away with it. You think they didn't know about this man's background? Here I am, innocent streets can tell you about this background. You think they didn't know this about this man in their own city? They felt like he was a shooter. He was a good shooter. Yeah. I bet they knew about his drinking problem though. I bet they knew, yeah, he might be about that life. But this dude here, he like to get drunk. Exactly, Joy. You hear, hey man, it's some crazy stuff that go on out here when you doing bad, man. I don't even want to tell y'all the type of stuff I used to be on when I was young, man. Y'all gonna think I'm the devil, but that was a young 16-year-old, 17-year-old me. It's sad though. You can't even go to another city and work. You got somebody trying to get off of your hard work. It's crazy. But I'm disappointed in I'm just disappointed that it's a rap mogul like Jay Prince, man. That's, you know, just distorting the game like that, man, you know. We all were like, man, we can have our own stuff, man. We can have our own stuff. This is the reason we can't. Because we have black people that try to tear down other black people for no reason, for the love of money. This man literally went on these people's shows and tried to make a mockery about this man talking about a damn rumor, y'all. A damn rumor. And pretty much put out a threat. I'm gonna play that one more time before we get out of here. And they say, it's kind of sad that I think they just tried to take advantage of the Offset. I mean, yeah, the Offset and Takeoff situation at the Grammy. I truly think that's what that was all about, y'all. They seen that they had that. Maybe that was a script too. It could have all been for entertainment. But I see when they seen that situation go down, that's when they decided to put this video out as far as with the Gilly and Wallow. It was perfect timing because the algorithm was going to be talking about it. So well, it's going to be all through the algorithm. So I'm going to play this one more time. This and it's going to be with my commentary already on it. I'm going to play it off of my channel. So I'm gonna put my mic on mute so y'all can just hear it off of my channel.
And his brother Mike Prince, who actually was there at the passing of Takeoff, R.I.P. to Takeoff. So they came up on the show, man, and you know, I'll give him my opinion about it on the live. I'm gonna do a full live talking about expounding over this whole interview. But for right now, it's like this man was doing a whole bunch of talking about positive stuff and how much love he had for the Migos, how much love he got for Takeoff, how much love he got for Quavo. But when it come to Offset, he felt like he was hearing some kind of, rumors. He's saying because he got ears out there in the streets. So somebody done told him something about Offset. For some reason, he ain't got the kind of love for Offset like he got for Quavo and Takeoff, and it kind of sounded like he was threatening the man at the end of this interview. So y'all let me know what y'all think. I'm gonna come back after it's done and tell you my opinion about it. But Jay Prince, he got some weird ways, man. He got some weird ways, and he's supposed to be the OG man, but he definitely has some immature ways, if you ask me. But check out what he had to say, and then I'm gonna come back with my opinion after that.
To the homie Quavo, ain't nothing changed where my love is concerned, where Quavo is concerned. So, there's gonna come a day, there's gonna come a time that everything he's saying, Quavo gonna have the opportunity to bear witness that this is the truth. You know what I mean? This is how it went down, and from A to Z. I look forward to seeing that day. But even more important than that, like I told him the last time I saw him, you know what I mean? It's love here. It's love here, and I look forward to that coming back together soon. But it's Offset, dude. I ain't gonna leave him out.
Now, as y'all can see, he had good words to say about Quavo. But when he just said this Offset dude, like, hey, you acting like you don't even know the dude now. Like, he just off brand, wow. And this kind of came at the same time while the Grammys just went down, and we seen that the allegations of Offset and Quavo had some kind of backstage dispute. But then all of a sudden now he's coming with the perfect timing of them furthering, kind of like taking advantage of the divide.
I'm just real like this, because, they be throwing rocks and hiding their hand, right? They be throwing rocks and hiding their hand. And I don't like them kind of individuals, and the truth of the matter is, one can dance and different things in front of these different cameras and all that kind of shit. And when reality, the truth of the matter is, you wasn't really right there with Takeoff when he was alive. You know what I mean? So,
nah, that's cold. That's cold. You got a nerve to come at this man that's been with this man his whole life. And yeah, they had a little falling out before Takeoff passed. But we all know we might be mad at our brother for maybe a year, maybe two. You know what I'm saying? We might have our fights with our brothers or whatever. But that don't mean they wasn't gonna never talk again and all that. And you got a nerve to speak on a personal situation like you know this man like that. Bro, you out of line. You way out of line.
So for you to be taking these positions that you taking, you know what I mean? And I got people everywhere, so I hear all kinds of things. I'm gonna just say this to you. Don't never put me in no position where, I have to defend myself. You know what I mean? That wouldn't be healthy for you. And
wow. So whatever you heard on the back end through some rumors or whatever, here you come on the live podcast, millions of viewers, and send out this subliminal threat, or pretty much the same thing you tried to come up here and tell about another person snitching. You're pretty much snitching yourself, like, oh, you threatened me, so don't ever put me out there like where I have to defend myself. Like, come on, bro. You got your own island. So you telling me that you would feel some kind of threat from this man? between what transpired between over this time of this falling out of the death of his brother, and to the point where you speaking on this like that, and you supposed to be the OG. Over the years, over the probably past 5 to 10 years, Jay Prince has lost so much credibility. Now, you ain't losing no money. Of course, you still rich. You still did what you did. But your qualifications of just a wise man are out the window. This man is exposing himself.
You know, I have to say that. I hate, but it's $1 million worth of game. You know what I mean? It's $1 million worth of game, and I'm gonna give it to him.
I disagree. I think that was 20 cents worth of garbage. The worst game you could have ever gave. To sit here and disrespect somebody that's been a brother to somebody, made a whole career, made itself made a relationship that's been going on for years, compared to a little falling out, and you got a nerve to speak on that falling out. So I totally understood Offset's position when he made this video right here.
Conversation. You know what I'm talking about? All that plant internet games. Y'all niggas speaking on my real brother. On my real brother. I don't know what y'all niggas got. Fuck y'all niggas got going on. Y'all niggas speaking on my real brother. I just want y'all niggas speak on me to take relationship. I don't know you niggas from Canada. Y'all niggas don't know how me and my brother rock, nigga. Trying to kill your face, nigga. This your fifth interview, nigga. You ain't by my brother, nigga. You ain't think about his mama. You ain't think about the family. We ain't said nothing. Ain't nobody said nothing but you niggas. You niggas, man, who y'all niggas think y'all niggas is? John Gotti, nigga. Ain't nobody going for none of that brain stuff, none of that shit y'all niggas talking about either. And if you heard something from me, I'ma tell you it's gonna come from me. Call my phone. Y'all niggas going off the he say, she say. Then y'all niggas supposed to be this and who y'all supposed to be. Y'all niggas on interviews and it out on an interview. Talking about, I said that, nigga, call my phone, homie. You call my phone, we'll have a conversation. You know what I'm talking about? All that plant internet.
No, I agree there 100%. 100%. I'm not an Offset fan. None of that. That's just man talk. You
Talking about, I said that, nigga, call my phone, homie. You call my phone, we'll have a conversation. You know what I'm talking about? Who y'all supposed to be. And y'all nigga on interviews and tell you it's gonna come from me. Call my phone. Y'all ain't nobody going for none of that brain stuff, none of that shit y'all niggas got in mama. You ain't think about the family, nigga. We ain't said nothing. Ain't nobody fake, nigga. You this your fifth interview, nigga. You done did about my brother, nigga. You relationship, nigga. I don't know you niggas from a real brother. No, my real brother. I don't know what y'all niggas.
When he made this video right.
As I was just rewinding that back to go over that part again, you can just see the point of what this man was just saying. Like, digest what Offset is saying. You know what I'm saying? Forget if you a fan. Forget if you a fan of Cardi B, his relationship. You know what I'm saying? If you like his rap, any of that. Just, you know what I'm saying? Straight up as they situation. These are kids that grew up, you know what I'm saying, North Atlanta. They made it big in the industry. They've seen some stuff. They've had some disagreements. We don't know exactly what happened, but it's an in-family matter. They ain't put it all on blast and say, hey, this is the pinpoint reason of why we ain't rocking, blah, 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 blah. You might just see the obvious breakup, the obvious, you know, stuff like that. You know, Takeoff didn't speak on it. Quavo didn't speak on it. They just did their work and they just kept it moving. So here you is talking about you ain't even, you know, you wasn't even there for the man while he was alive. Like, oh, but we just spent a quarter of our life together. And here you is a dude looking from the outside in. speaking on family business. That's just like me speaking on your business and saying, nigga, you ain't there for your son, or if your son died or something like that, and you and your son had a little disagreement or whatever, and somebody saying you wasn't even there when, blah, 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 blah. Come on, man. This is a 60-year-old man. You telling me he don't understand this type of stuff? I don't believe so. I believe he did this to be blatantly disrespectful. Because he's disrespecting Takeoff, he's disrespecting Quavo, he's disrespecting Offset, but he's disrespecting them guys subliminally, and he's disrespecting Offset directly. Don't be threatening my life this now, be having the life. Here you is talking about life, about a life that's lost, and at the same time threatening a life. Make it make sense. Here you is talking about rest in peace, and then talking about snitches when it comes to people that are trying to get the truth and the light out there. Let the shit be solved, you know what I'm saying, whether it's in the streets or in the public. This ain't no street matter where you gotta say, oh, dude, we don't want no snitches. So let the man murder go unsolved and let your homeboy just go walk around with the title of the person that killed Takeoff. All because you left it in the street. So nobody should be accountable. His drunk ass shouldn't be accountable because he was shooting while he was drunk. That he shouldn't be accountable for that because he's part of your crew. But a Takeoff homeboy, if he was impaired or drunk or something like that, wouldn't that be just as messy? Salute Norm Vision.
Here.
Conversation. You know what I'm talking about? All that plant internet games. Y'all niggas speaking on my real brother. No, my real brother. I don't know what y'all niggas got. What the fuck y'all niggas got going on? Y'all niggas speaking on my real brother. I dare one of y'all.
Now that's a fact. If you going through a whole full interview speaking on this man's real brother, on somebody that this man played in the sandbox with, literally, yeah, they was going through it. But you speaking on something so personal, a wound that has not closed yet, like you was there. That's disrespectful in itself right there. Now these other two guys want to speak on it because they was there and they want to clear something, that's one thing. But here you is speaking like you was there. Like you was there, talking about who all you talked to and all that. Nobody, nigga, why you inserting yourself in something that you wasn't even there for? Speaking for other men, while the other men sitting right there.
Y'all niggas even speak on me and Tate relationship, nigga. I don't know you niggas from a can of paint, nigga. Y'all niggas don't know how me and my brother rock, nigga. You trying to clear your face, nigga. This your 5th interview, nigga. You done did about my brother, nigga.
Exactly. Your 5th damn interview.
You ain't think about it, mama. You ain't think about the family, nigga. We ain't said nothing. Ain't nobody said nothing but you.
Exactly. You ain't thinking about the mother. While he's sitting there coming in there talking about condolences to a mother, I think the most important thing is the mother. Well, why you ain't damn acting like the most important thing is the mother? Just like anybody else would. And not come up here and stir up some shit on a huge ass podcast and not really say nothing except for there's only one person to blame when there's enough blame to go around. There's enough blame to go around. Ain't nothing wrong with blaming the man, but damn, you gonna try to now all of a sudden the little homie got the scapegoat. The little homie, he ain't do nothing wrong. The other little homie that was drinking and shooting, he ain't did nothing wrong. It was all Quavo homeboy fault. You telling me that ain't disrespectful to Quavo? They try to say they could have left that dumb ass nigga home. That's telling them that they made a mistake on who they should trust to protect them. Well, shit, you made a mistake on who you had that was supposed to be protecting them. He got to protect us from you. And here you is trying to get out in front of a story. Something about to come out, y'all. Some kind of information about to come out. He trying to get ahead of that shit.
Niggas. You niggas, man, who y'all niggas think y'all nigga is? John Gotti, nigga. Ain't nobody going for none of that, bro. I ain't studying none of that shit y'all niggas talking about either. And if you heard something from me, I'ma tell you it's gonna come from me. Call my phone. Y'all niggas going off and he say, she say. Then y'all niggas supposed to be this is who y'all supposed to be. And y'all nigga on interviews and it out on the interview. Talking about, I said, this nigga, call my phone, homie. You call.
Exactly. You on interviews. And I know you can get this man's phone number if you want to talk to this man. Like I said, that's the same thing young NBA YoungBoy said. Let me show y'all another example of the extortion tactics that this cat be pulling. Yeah, why not? Why not? This is exposing this wife right now. Let's tell you how he tried NBA YoungBoy. Now I showed y'all with 6ix9ine. 6ix9ine went on what's the name. He was like, man, shit, they tried to world star me on World Star. Yeah, they booked them for the World Star shit. You got 50 niggas on the stage talking about 6ix9ine come out. What in the hell? Because I won't pay y'all this tab. But yeah, they love to do little shit like that. That he was trying to sign NBA rights. Yeah. As soon as NBA had moved to Houston. Yeah, I got it right here. Then that's when he want to call it NBA YoungBoy and all kind of shit like that for not, accepting his grace or whatever like that. Like he was trying to bully the young boy. Let me see if I can find this video of him trying to get his stuff back. I think I got it right here, y'all. I think I got it. I ain't had this planned in the show, but I figured I'd show y'all just to kind of prove my case. If I can at least show y'all separate occasions. Blue DY. Let me show y'all some separate occasions. Okay, yeah, here it is. Now this is Jay Prince with NBA YoungBoy when he moved to Houston. His mansion got broken into. Now you know how hard it is to break into a mansion or to find out where NBA YoungBoy stay at and all that shit. Break into this man's mansion and goddamn all of a sudden you found the little niggas that got it. Now he got this dude, the Steven Shakur dude with him that's holding the stolen merchandise. The Steven Shakur dude is the same dude that was standing next to Takeoff when Takeoff got killed. I ain't saying that if there's no connection. I'm just saying, y'all. He's the boxer. He's the boxer that signed with Jay Prince. The boxer, like a boy, like he got a batter in his back. I don't know, but this is the type of leadership that you got to go through dealing with a dude like this. Got you sitting here holding stolen merchandise, talking about trying to tell YoungBoy he can come back and get his stolen stuff back. Then get mad at NBA when YoungBoy like, man, fuck you. You keep that shit. You got me fucked up.
Homie YoungBoy place got broke into. People went in his place, disrespected different things, and I got a call about it. And the little homies that went into this place want to make that right because they understand that, YoungBoy family is okay with me. And as you can see, homie, to make a long story short, I got your keys to your Rolls Royce, I got your keys to your McLaren, all that shit that they took, and the homie, Shakur, what you got, homie?
You got your Rolls Royce umbrellas, you got your keys, you got a bunch of other shit. So get in contact with umbrellas, you got your keys, you got a bunch of other shit. Your Rolls Royce
Shakur, what you got, homie?
You got your Rolls Royce
keys to your McLaren, all that shit that they took. See, homie, to make a long story short, I got your keys to your Rolls. People went in this place, disrespected different things. While we was gone.
Now listen to this shit, y'all. Listen to this shit. Tell me this ain't extortion. The man's house got broken in, and coincidentally, you got all this shit.
I got a call, you know what I mean, because the little homie YoungBoy place got broke into. People went in his place, disrespected different things, and
so you coincidentally got a call. NBA YoungBoy ain't the one that called you. Nobody in his camp called you like, hey, man, NBA YoungBoy shit done got broken into, man. We need your help. Nobody called you, Rabbit. You got a call that this man shit got, and all of a sudden, you just went out your way.
I got a call about it. And the little homies that went into this place want to make that right because they understand that, YoungBoy family is okay with me.
So why did they figure that? How you get in contact with the little homies that went into the place? How did you? I'm wondering how they find the place. How they know YoungBoy done moved there so fast?
And as you can see, homie, to make a long story short, I got your keys to your Rolls Royce, I got your keys to your McLaren, all that shit that they took, and the homie, Shakur, what you got, homie?
You got your Rolls Royce umbrellas, you got your keys, you got a bunch of other shit. So get in contact with us, bro. Get your shit back, bro.
Oh, good. Waiting on you.
Man, you hear that shit? Get in contact with us, bro. Get your shit back. He's teaching the young man how to store it. We got the umbrellas, we got the keys, all that. And he got this man holding stolen shit like he the one that stole it. And he just made him give it back. I was like, man, you can't get nobody, you ain't got nobody else that can hold this shit. You know what I'm saying? You ain't telling this nigga ain't the police.
Hey, I don't no friends, I don't no new relationships. All that pussy and shit, hey, I don't respect none of that shit, man. If you got something for me, man, they got plenty of niggas around me you could call. Man, nigga, it's plenty ways you can get in touch with me. Man, don't get on no internet and do nothing publicly. Don't do nothing dealing with no fucking publicity, none of that pussy and shit. And I'm good.
Man, I usually don't know what the fuck young boy talking about, but I totally know what he talking about right here. I feel the anger, I feel the disrespect, I feel how he feeling right now. You tried it. You really tried it.
I'm good on keys, gangster. When you buy shit cash, two keys come with the car anyway. Mind your fucking business, man.
But like I say, this ain't nothing new. I showed y'all the NBA YoungBoy. I showed y'all the 6ix9ine one. And I ain't saying he was doing that with them boys, but see, when he out there trying to get in front of all this, he don't do nothing but bring more and more attention to it. He don't do nothing but bring more and more attention to it. So I don't care how smart somebody is. Sometimes, how much money somebody got. Sometimes they still do stupid ass shit. I ain't gonna lie. I swear these folks, you doing deals with the devil or something. Because this don't make no sense. But anyway, man, I'm gonna get out of here. I done held y'all up for a whole 4 hours or whatever. I'm gonna let y'all move around. I'm gonna keep my ears to the street. Man, I just realized how to make some quick videos and stuff using my StreamYard and my rescreen. So y'all just be looking for those videos, man. I'll be clicking out some videos and need to start having a little fun with this. I'm starting to learn how to use it with my phone and everything. Y'all have a good night. Hit that like button on your way out. Ears to the streets, I'm out the area. Salute, Joy, salute, Love Lace, D-Wash. Salute Jimmy McFly, Musa Braun, David Johnson, Mom Boss, Norman Vision, OG Speak, Keeper of Heart, Sister T, Iceland Thompson, My Opinion 2.0, Kwame Brown. Salute everybody that pulled up on the Saul Belcher. Spread the word. Y'all have a good one. Susan Tego. Y'all have a good one.